everyone, it's Simplicity and welcome back to a new video. Today we have a brand new series, which is the Birthstone Legacy Challenge that Polixel had created. So this is the sim that I created for the beginning of this challenge. This is Garnet Stone. I will link the video for her up in the cards if you're interested. But so there's a few different generations for this challenge. Generation 1 is called Garnet. So it says, "You're quite strong, I'll give you that. A natural warrior and protector at heart. Countless people have watched you defend your friends and family to the end. Plus, you can probably count on one hand the number of times you've ever gotten sick. You know those kids that dream of becoming a doctor someday? Yeah? Well, guess what? That's you. Time to follow your dreams." So, for her traits, she's brave, disciplined, family-oriented, ambitious, and no sense of humor. Her career is in the medical field. So, the goals for this generation are to reach the top of the medical career track, go to the gym at least 3 times a week, master the athletic skill, have at least 5 friends, marry a sim that also has a protector career, as an example, a firefighter, medical, military, etc. And then there's a clue about possibly going after a coworker, and then have at least 4 kids. You want a big family. So let's go ahead. We're going to hop into Huckleberry Bay because that's where I'm choosing to live, and we will be right back. Alright, so we are back, and I have played a little bit because I was setting up the town. So I'm having her go and join the medical career right now, but I did go ahead and move some sims in with rapid integration, so that's kind of where we're at. Alright, so we are back. It is now Monday, and this is probably going to be a little bit jumpy just because it is the beginning, and I don't want to bore you all with just like the very beginning basic of things. But you know, where she's currently at is eating cereal on top of her bathtub. So apparently that's how we're starting this off, but she has her first day of work here pretty shortly, and she's going to be heading off for work. I'm hoping maybe we can get a bath. No. I'm going to let her take the bath anyways, because why not? But I just want to kind of make sure that she's in a good mood. Her logic skill is not what it should be as of yet, but we will work on it. Looks like we actually are getting some mail. Alright, so we are back and just finished our first day of work. So, I'm thinking we're going to head over here to the Huckleberry Library, because I'm kind of thinking that we're going to, 1, make a dating profile, 2, hopefully maybe see if you can find a logic book of some sort that we're able to kind of get that going, but primarily I'm kind of focused on the online dating profile right now. I know that we're not going to be able to fully find somebody like on the online dating profile, but like knowing job-wise, but you know, we can still try. But it does seem to be some complete skill books in here, which is nice. So ideally, okay, apparently they think she's athletic, but I'm just going to leave it just as is. I don't feel like she would lie on her dating profile. And now that I have it set up, she wants to browse some online dating profiles, which I think we're going to do. So in my head, I kind of picture Garnet as a bisexual sim. Just kind of the vibes that I got while I was creating her. But I primarily see her as somebody that is attracted to femme-presenting sims. So I feel like we're going to kind of stick over here. Hello, Marina is gorgeous. Okay. Corey needs a different hair. That one's a little bit of a mess. Julia's also very pretty, but I'm biased because she's a sim from my thing. But I think we're going to go ahead and send a message to Marina. And then maybe we'll go ahead and start reading on that logic book. It actually looks like Julia's here, so that's kind of funny. But actually, I'm going to send her to the bookstore. We're going to go ahead and buy a logic book instead of having to come back to the library every time, just because I know how busy the medical career can get, that we're probably not going to have a whole lot of time to always be coming back to the library, especially when we're supposed to be going to the gym 3 times a week. So ideally, what I'm thinking right now for the gym schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because that's going to be the easiest thing for me to remember. But at the same time, I guess we'll just kind of have to see how that goes. But I'm going to go ahead and get a logic book. Luckily, it's only 100 simoleons since we don't have a whole lot of money right now. But I don't really mind that. I kind of like starting from the bottom like this sometimes. So we're going to go ahead and head back over to our little house over here. And I think we're going to go ahead and grab some leftovers since she is getting a little bit hungry. And then we'll just kind of see how everything goes from there. Because I don't really have any specific plans for this part, really. This is kind of just one of those introductory parts, which, if you've been around on Sims YouTube for a little while, you kind of know that introduction parts are not always the most exciting, because you're kind of like, hey, this is what the series is going to be about. Here's the Sim, let's get to know her kind of thing. So that's kind of where we're at with this, which I don't mind. I kind of like it. And I'm actually thinking about making this series, well, not this series, but like this challenge, into a current household for me as well, because there's so many different generations and so many ways that you can play this out, that I feel like it'd be kind of fun and I wouldn't get bored and repetitive of it. So my next current household update could very well be me doing this challenge like in my own time, because I have a feeling I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. And it's been a while since I've had like a whole lot of fun with a challenge, because like leprosy is fun, but I'm at showtime isn't always, the most exciting. So I don't know, like I'm already at this point that I'm filming this. I already have all of leprosy done for August. Just because I'm trying to film ahead with uploading 6 days a week, it kind of takes a lot out of me. So ideally I kind of enjoy, but I do have a little gym over here that I placed down. It did not come with the world, but I will link it in the description because it's the only one that I found actually kind of fits for this world. And it's very cute. But I will also have the world overview that I did of this world linked as well if you're interested. Because it is actually one off the exchange, is that what it's called, on the Sims 3 website. So it's just, I don't know, it's kind of fun. But here we are at the little gym. I'm going to let her go ahead and work out. So we have officially made it to the gym once this week, which is pretty good. I'm just going to let her kind of work out. I feel like athletic skill really doesn't take a whole lot to kind of gain and work towards. I feel like her logic skill is going to be the one that takes us a little bit longer. But if I kind of get a schedule going that I can kind of maintain it, I feel like it won't be too bad. And I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't been this excited for a challenge in a little while. And I've actually had some people like tagging me in their versions of like their families and everything. And it's making me so excited. Because it's one of those things that I'm like, okay, I need to kind of like play and have some fun with it. And it's something different. And I always love like legacy challenges. And I enjoy not having to start from the very bottom. So it's kind of nice. But alright, so there we go. We have a workout in. So we're going to go ahead and head home. And luckily our house is literally right next door. So you can come home and have a bath and go to bed. Alright, so we are back. Our boss, I think it is hanging outside of our house. I don't know why he's here, but right now we're just working on our logic skill. I don't really feel like talking to him, if I'm honest. I'm kind of like, okay, let's skill build a little bit, because we did just kind of get home from work, and I'm just kind of at that point where I'm like, all right, we are going to hang out, we are going to work on our logic skill, at least get a point in that, and then maybe let her get some sleep, because she is quite tired. But I feel like I need to get this logic skill kind of going. And I still can't believe he's just hanging out here. Like, why are you here? Go home. Now, she does have to have at least 5 friends. The thing with me being in a small world, we're not going to have probably like 5 different coworkers. So it's going to take a little bit of time to make some friends, because it can't just be all of our coworkers. But we will get there. I don't typically have my Sims make a huge group of friends. So I feel like it's going to be good, and ideally I'm going to save up for the long distance friend, I think it's called, because she's going to be so busy with work that we're not going to have a whole lot of time to fully have this going. But okay, so we're almost at level 2. So I'm trying to keep it to where our logic skill and our athletic skill are kind of at the same point. Like, if you've watched my series before, you know that if I'm focusing on 2 different skills, I'm either working on one completely, or I'm working where I'm trying to keep it to the point that the two skills are at the same level of each other. I do actually want to switch this out. I'm going to use this little custom bookshelf here that I have just because it's quite cute and I feel like it kind of doesn't take up as much space and also allows for us to have a desk. Let's do this one. Alright, can I just thank you? I don't want it to look like it's like in the wall. Alright, cheating that with a little bit of move objects and alt, but it's fine. And then I don't like this chair. Let's do this one because it's red maybe. Or is there another color that I like? I do like the green. The green doesn't match with this house, unfortunately. But I think we're going to go with just the little university laptop. We'll do the red one. And then I will change that chair back to red to kind of match with the theme of her overall with this house. There's a technical color scheme that we're supposed to kind of go for. And I did that with her outfits. And I'm kind of trying to tie it into the house. Like, the house might not be completely like that, obviously, because it's not like this is not so Bailey or like a Bailey challenge. But let's go ahead, work on this little bit of logic here, and then I do want to check online dating. I want to see if Melina got back to us. Okay, cool. So we just got up to level 3, which is great. So let's go ahead, check out online dating and see how that goes. Okay. So as I said, I do see her as somebody that's probably more attracted to femme presenting. I don't really see anybody. Ooh, Julie's kind of pretty. Okay, maybe we'll try and message Julie. I don't know how well that's going to go, but we may as well give it a try. And then she can go ahead and check her messages. Okay, so Melina got back to us about being friends. And then we have Jasper, Zebulon, and Demario. I'm just going to accept everybody just because I feel like that's the easiest thing to do. And then I think we're going to go ahead and head off to bed. So we will be back. All right, so we are back. She is just finishing, and I just found out that Melina is actually a coworker. So that's kind of working out for me a little bit better than I had expected it to. I don't believe she was originally a coworker, and I apologize. I have a helicopter, and there's not a whole lot that I can do about that, unfortunately. But we did just get a promotion, and we're going to go ahead and we're not playing hopscotch with our boss, but we are friends with our boss. So we officially have one friend, which is fantastic. So it doesn't look like we have any mail or anything. I was thinking our house might need to be cleaned, but it's not appealing to. So let's go ahead and get you to take a bath, get you out of this horrible outfit, and then you can go ahead and clean the house up a little bit, because we do have some really gross food in our fridge by the looks of it. So I might just let her grab a black bean taco after that, which is a mod that I have in my game. I can't remember which one. But we just got enough lifetime happiness as well, which is great. But okay, right now I'm just kind of focused on needs. Alright. But yeah, I did place down the OG Callahan. So I have Hudson, Jordan, and Julia in this world, because I figured, you know what, they didn't really get a proper play chance in the actual leprosy. So I figured I'd place them down in here because I put them in the one house that it didn't seem that it wanted to auto-populate for some reason. So I was like, okay, I'll just add a sim, because the house had everything that you need. So I really don't know, but she's just going to go ahead and clean up a little bit here, make everything just a little bit more tidy. We have a book outside. Why is there a book outside? That's a little weird. But I really hope that you all are going to enjoy this series, because I have a feeling I'm going to have a lot of fun with it, which means that I'm hoping you all have a lot of fun with it. But okay, grab some food. Alright, so there is your little black bean taco. It is Wednesday, so technically I should be having her go to the gym. But right now, I'm just kind of more needs-based, and then I think we'll go ahead and head over here. So we'll go ahead and just, work out on the rooftop, I think. I feel like that's going to be the easiest place because I don't actually have to open the building. And we will go ahead and not break a sweat and just let her work out until she needs to. We do need to get her logic skill up another skill point because she got a promotion. But I'm really not all too worried about it. Alright. So we should be good. We're doing pretty good. So this is the second day of the week. that we are going to the gym. So we're slowly but surely getting there, which is fantastic. I'm trying to just kind of stick to those rules, and again, me having a routine is going to help with that. But alright, let's go ahead, head over here to the gym with her, see what she kind of, gets up to over here. Alright, so we are stuck at the bottom of the stairs, which is fine. But we'll go ahead, head upstairs. But I really like this gym. I found it on, I think it was on Mod The Sims, and I like it. It's very cute, and I feel like it works really well for this world overall, just because everything is so tiny. But alright, let's get a workout in here, if my game doesn't freeze. So we're not doing terribly. We're hoping to get towards level 3, I believe. So we're slowly but surely, we're going to get to level 3 quickly. Okay, so she's got like a pretty good athletic skill, which I think is because if you read books and you work out at the actual gym, I think it helps more. But there we go, so we're up to level 3. She can actually feel pumped now, which is good because it helps the workout be a little bit more effective. But I feel like we're going to kind of fly through the athletic skill for the first little bit as well. The first few levels for most mods, not for most mods, for most skills seem to be pretty good. And I was thinking maybe that discipline would have something to do with it, but it doesn't, because discipline is only martial arts related. So maybe we'll end up getting her into martial arts because of that. I don't know. Right now I'm just kind of more focused on that. But when she's done working out, I'm going to let her read her logic book here for a little bit. And just kind of, work on some skills. Actually, she needs some fun. Who are you? I don't want to get to know him very badly. I know that we accepted him on the dating profile, but I really don't have any interest. So let's go ahead, see if we can finish up this workout. I'm very excited to get her skill up to the point that we can just push herself or quick bursts, because that's going to save us a good amount of time. But there we go. So athletic skill is now up to level 4. So we're doing really well with the athletic skill so far for only 2 days at the gym and already being up to level 4. It looks like somebody from the online dating is here as well, that she's wanting to go ahead and get to know, which is perfectly fine by me because he at least looks like he's kind of cute. So let her head on down to him, I guess. I don't know where he is. Hello? If you're taking a taxi, then he's obviously not there. Where are we going? What is happening? Oh yes, that's the way to do it. Go to his house. Oh, this isn't his house. It's a consignment store. That's fine. Well, you enjoy, Jasper. We're going to head home and not bother him because that was a little weird. But let's go ahead. We'll get some sleep and be back in the morning, I think. So we're 3 and 4. But we will be right back in the morning once she goes ahead and get some sleep. Alright, so we are back. It is now the next morning. Having her just kind of do her little morning routine here a little bit. Hoping that we can kind of clean up a little bit at least. I do have it locked in for the martial arts skill, just in case we decide that we want to go ahead and go through with that. But it is actually leisure day, so she doesn't have work today, which is quite nice, because it means that we can go ahead and skill build if I choose to. Right now, I'm just going ahead, getting her to take a bath, go to the bathroom, and then we're going to go ahead and pay her bills, which are only 50 simoleons, which I'm perfectly okay with. That's not bad to me. And I feel like that's pretty good for a teeny tiny home like this. So, I don't know. I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and have her work on her logic skill just to get it up to the level that we need to be at. Not the most exciting thing, but I feel like by now a lot of you know that in my series, holiday days like this, unless we get an invite out somewhere, I do tend to use them as more skill building days. There goes Jasper that she tried to talk to last night. But we're just going to go ahead and let her work on her logic here for a little bit. See if we can get it up to level 4, which I don't think should take all too long. I could probably let her just read her logic skill book all day and just kind of work towards that, because it is going to be the one that's a little bit more tough to keep up with. But overall, I feel like we should be doing all right. We're not doing terribly. We're about a quarter of the way in right now. So we'll just go ahead and read it till she levels up here. But I hope you're all doing really well. I don't remember if I said that in the beginning of the video or not. But I hope that you're all doing really well. Happy Monday. And we're just going to hopefully get through this skill book pretty quickly, because I don't want me to be like completely be cutting out her doing her skills, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things where I'm like, all right, let's show a little bit of it, because it does get kind of repetitive after a while, especially with like the logic book, because I don't enjoy playing chess for it. I don't know what it is, just chess for the logic skill, or like the telescope. I don't love it. I typically tend to just go for the books, and I know that I could be helping her out a lot more if I sent her to the library, but you know, I'm not doing that. But I also really want to get to know her coworkers a little bit more. So I'm hoping we can maybe do that. She is getting a little bit hungry. It's really not bad. But I'm thinking we could maybe do like a small little lunch with some bread and jam. Alright, so logic skill is up to level 4. That's not bad. I'm not complaining about it. Hello, random person walking past with an umbrella. Okay. Let's see how this kind of goes, but we're going to let her go ahead and grab something to eat, and hopefully this goes kind of well. I don't have to send her to the gym today. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. My game is freezing a little bit for some reason. I don't know what's up with that, but I will try and get that fixed, because it shouldn't be. I'm just wondering if maybe the game's trying to load some Sims in or something like that, and that's why it's freezing. But I'll play around with some little like mod settings and everything like that at some point in time. But I have seen a few series of this going around on YouTube. The only one that I have actually kind of started to watch is Polixels, just because I have been subscribed for like a fair amount of time. And I really enjoy watching Polixels content. So that's the only one that I have watched, but I have seen that there are some others. So I don't want to watch them because I don't want to copy, you know what I mean? I don't want it to seem like I'm copying them, which obviously like I'm not. But we're just going to go ahead and read this logic book for a little bit more, because I'm thinking it's going to be best to get ahead with this skill. Just because it is going to be so useful for her work, that it's probably going to be best if we go ahead and just kind of keep working on it and trying to level it up as soon as we possibly can, or we're going to very quickly fall behind, which is something that I don't want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and skip, and we will be right back. Alright, so she just leveled up to level 5, so we can start tutoring young children, but she is getting a phone call, so I'm going to let her go ahead and answer that really quick. And we're now up to a notable figure, which I should have probably opted her out of the celebrity system, but I didn't, and it looks like that was a little bit of a spam call, so you know, that's always exciting. Let's go ahead, check our online dating messages possibly, see if we have anything else. I'm assuming that we probably do. And then I kind of want to invite Melina over just to kind of try and make friends with her. Hello. Okay, I'm going to delete these so that I'm not, like, cluttering. Okay. So Julie said no because of her psychic. We have Hudson, we have Andre, Jeffrey, Chad, and Emil. Is that how you pronounce that? So I'll accept them all and delete them, because it at least helps us out with knowing some people to even just become friends with them. And then we'll see if Melina wants to come over, and then I'm going to let her come over here to use the bathroom. And it looks like we actually need to clean the toilet as well, which is probably not a bad idea. So let's go ahead and do that. And hopefully this goes pretty well. I guess we just kind of have to wait and see. But okay, let's go ahead, clean the toilet, and then you can go ahead and get to know her. Is she... Okay. So she's pregnant. I had a feeling, because the very first time that we had seen like her picture, she was wearing a striped sweater, I believe it was, and I actually have to unlock the door, because I did have it locked, because this lot has a little bit of like a glitching thing, where if Sims are trying to like leave the lot, they come in the house and then they turn around and leave, and it's kind of weird. So we're just going to go ahead and talk to her, at least try and become friends. I'm going to ignore the call for right now, and even if nothing happens between these two, they can at least be friends, and kind of that's my main thing right now anyways, is trying to work towards kind of, well, first of all, having a good relationship with your coworkers is never a bad idea, but also it's going to help us out with the challenge. So I'm going to let her go ahead and do her thing. So the very first thing, like, I gave her free will with this, and she's asking if she's single. So I'm going to assume she's probably not, just because she's, pregnant. I know what her career is, but I may as well go ahead and do all the normal things that I actually normally do if she's going to start off like this. So we will go ahead and ask her her career and her sign. And, okay, so in a relationship with Andre, which I think we may have actually just accepted Andre on the online dating profile, so that's a little weird, did we? Zebulon, Chad, Hudson, Demalio, Emil, Jeffrey, Jasper, Andre. So I'm going to say that we did. So we just learned that Melina is also ambitious, so they have a shared trait, I believe, unless I'm getting that mixed up, but she is a Libra, so that's pretty good. But it does seem like the relationship is building somewhat quickly, which is nice, because I do want her to have at least one close, like super close friend. And maybe we'll go ahead and ask her about her gender preference and see how that goes. But right now it looks like they're talking about kids, which is kind of cute, because Garnet is family oriented, so it's kind of, just a little cute thing here. So Melina is charismatic, so every single trait that we've learned about Melina so far is really good. I don't have a single complaint about any of her traits as of late yet, but they're going to go ahead and talk about medicine, I guess, because why not? And then they can go ahead and just, socialize and do their thing. Other discussing work, I see. I thought they were like flat out like discussing medicine, and I was like, oh, okay. So these two are just going to go ahead and talk. I'm going to try and get them to talk until they at least become friends, is kind of my whole idea with this. We have 7,000 lifetime reward points, which isn't bad at all, and I'm just kind of hoping that they just high five. Okay, these two are kind of cute together, like even just as friends. So we're just going to go ahead and, chat with her. I probably should have changed my story progression settings so that not everybody is literally getting in a relationship and pregnant the very first day and stuff like that. But it's alright. It's going to at least keep the town kind of moving. But with the town being so small, I should probably change that at some point. Tell a dramatic story. I guess if you want to do that, you can. And then I can't do any funny interactions, which is what typically helps me build up my friendships with people, because she has no sense of humor. So obviously she's not going to do that. But we'll go ahead and just, slide in as a nice little friendly compliment. And, I don't know. I just want to see kind of how this goes. Maybe we'll try and get to know her again. See if we can kind of learn any other traits of hers. And I guess we can literally talk about medicine, since I had just mentioned that a little bit ago, and just kind of, see how this all kind of goes down here. But I feel like we're up to being friends. That's good. We officially have our very first friend. So we've actually made some pretty good progress in this part so far, if you ask me. I'm thinking that this is going to be a little bit of a longer series, like episode-wise, just because I feel like I'm going to have that much fun with it that I don't want to stop filming. But I'm going to ask her to leave after this, because we do have some needs that we need to go ahead and take care of. You can go ahead and just grab some cheese potato fingers, I guess. Looks like Melina also had a good time, so that's a good sign. And we have a paparazzi or something outside of our house. But we're gonna, pretend that he's not there. Maybe it's a tourist, but I have a feeling it's a paparazzi. And we'll go ahead and clean up our little dish here. Go ahead and take a bath, and then we can go ahead and head off to bed. Alright. Nope, that's not where that goes. Thank you. Oh, my Sims, I swear. But this was actually a pretty good introductory part. I feel like we got a lot done. We were very productive skill-wise. We have a job going. We have 2 friends, I think it is, because I think she's also friends with her boss. or is working on becoming friends with her boss. Like, we've made pretty good progress. So she's gonna head off to bed, and I think this is gonna be when I go ahead and wrap this part up. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this part up right here. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, you can go ahead and hit the like button down below. If you want to see some more videos from me, you can subscribe. I post typically 6 days a week. If you are already subscribed and want notifications for when I post, you can go ahead and hit that bell down below. Make sure that your YouTube notifications are turned on. Let's zoom in on this angry paparazzi out here. And I will see you all in my very next video. Bye, lovelies!